Let me ask you about the outside groups. I alluded to the outside groups. This has, in some respects, been the session of the outside groups. True or false, Michael Quinn Sullivan was the 32nd Texas senator this session?
I don't think that's true. I think that certainly...
I'm sure he loves the fact that we're talking about that.
Yeah, I'm sure that he does. And I've not felt that pressure. Now, maybe some have responded to it, but he doesn't have much effect in my office.
So the scorecard politics have not had an impact on your approach to legislation this session or to the approach of your colleagues, you don't think?
I don't watch them and I don't monitor them during the session. My constituents expect results, not rhetoric, and that's what I'm about.
On the House side, Representative Taylor, Representative Crownover, to what degree have the outside groups had an impact on the work you've done?
Well, I think the outside groups have always been there. They're always promoting their agenda, and there are some members who listen to different groups, but not all of us by any stretch. There's 101 of us, so you have a very diverse group within that. So I think there's some members who've been influenced by it, but I don't think it's the majority. But we always want to be reflective of our districts back home, and sometimes those groups align with our districts, so certainly you want to align with them. But I don't think they've had more undue influence than other sessions.
So the fear, Mrs. Crownover, of a primary opponent is not one that you lay awake at night worrying about?
We don't have time to lay awake at night.
Right. Are you even sleeping? I should be asking that.
Yes, yes. No, there's a positive side to this also. When I was first elected 10 years ago, I couldn't even get my friends to be interested in what I was doing down in Austin. So I think people had kind of a laissez-faire attitude about what we did in Austin, and they didn't realize that it affected their daily lives. And so I think that is the positive of these groups getting involved and going, that is my government, and it does matter to me, and it does matter to my children. That's the positive. Not to say that there's not...
well, I have to ask then, what's the negative?
Well, sometimes I describe it as passionate misinformation. So if you're going to get involved, you have the responsibility of educating yourself and being responsible. These groups can have all sorts of opinions, but when they tell us what they want, we have to look the state of Texas as our responsibility. So they can have opinions, but we have to make the state of Texas work. And it's a very daunting responsibility that I take very seriously.